Hi everyone, welcome to JN Unique Designs. This is Joseph. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's hit and miss when you get to see me. I'm so sorry about that. I'm just having fun and it's just keeping life very interesting these days. So I just wanted to come back and let's have some fun today. I know that it's been a while since I came back with you personally. Um, I was on a live with Elizabeth Craft Designs a couple weeks ago. That was so much fun. If you haven't seen that yet, check out the link. It's going to be right up here. I'm going to place that right there. Check it out. And of course, as always, thank you so much to all the subscribers of my videos. I do have a great group of people that have subscribed. And if you do shop at any of the items, please use the links down below. That does support me, so I greatly appreciate you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera down below, and we'll go ahead and get started today. So let me show you. I've been seeing a lot of these things that people are doing with Christmas, especially it being Christmas in July here in the U.S. We do celebrate, a lot of people do celebrate that Christmas in July. So I thought I'm going to create something using Christmas products, but not quite Christmas products. I bought these jars at Hobby Lobby today, and I've been a big fan of making my own stuff, as you know. So today we're going to try something, experiment together. I also got a bag of foam pebbles. This is the good old foam pebbles from Hobby Lobby there, static master galore. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this corner here, and I'm going to pour this out equally into all these cups or these mug thingies. So, a little bit in there, evenly. I knew one bag would be plenty. So, bear with me as I divide these. Bear with me here. Yeah. I'm making 5 very full jars. And if they work, that would be awesome. I'm going to place this over here because I know for a fact that I'll touch them in a little while. While I'm in the process of making these, I'm going to cover the rest of them so that I don't mix the colors up. So a lot of people have been using different types of alcohol inks to make these pebbles. So I'm using G99. Put about a few drops in here. I think that's about 10 drops there. Copic G99. And I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to shake it up. Let's see how this turns out. I think I put too much in there. I'm pretty sure I put too much. Nope. I didn't put enough in there because apparently it's not changing. Maybe I need to stir it. Let's see if I get a spoon here. Let me use one of my Nouveau spoons here and kind of stir it a little bit. All right, note to self, don't put too much of the styrofoam in a cup because you want to have room for it to bounce around and shake around. So that's one mistake that I've learned so far by doing this. So let's that's a lesson learned right there for all of us. Lesson 1, got it. Now, so what I need to do then is I need to take out some of the previous. So I'm just shaking it very hard. Shake them in a circle, shake it up and down, Shake it out to the side. Just spin it in a circle. I'm doing everything I can to get that ink kind of mixed up together. Alright. Alrighty. I discovered, like I said, don't put too much in there. So, I'm going to take my bag here. I'm going to cut it open so I can pour some of this back inside of here. I want it less of it. I just learned that, so I hope everybody's doing well and enjoying this nice time off, relaxing weather. The heat is finally coming to Colorado. We've had such a wet summer so far here in Colorado that many places have seen flooding, many places have seen a lot of different things. So I wanted to come back and play with you and let's see what this looks like. There we go. That kind of looks like little pebbles now, little beads. So this is what I was trying to achieve by doing this. I wanted to take a brown, let me see here. No, let's do yellow. Let's do a golden meadow yellow. I'm going to use VersaFine, and I'm just going to color this in a little bit. This is the branch that is from Annette Green's release recently. So with Annette Green's release, I'm going to color that like that. I want to see what the colors look like. I want that yellow. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this, and let me see here. I need to get my glue unplugged here. Boy, it's been a while since I've done this, and everything decides that it was going to get stuck on me. So I'm going to place some glue on here. And then I'm going to take my Elizabeth Craft Designs tweezers, nifty little things here. I'll pick one of these out at a time, and I'm going to place it right on top of there. That's what I'm going to, let's see here. Or, I want to try something else. There has to be an easier way. I wonder what happens if I dip it straight into the ball pit. And then we let it dry. So, yes, I am experimenting along with you when it comes to this project. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but I'm going to try it anyways. Look how that looks kind of cool already as it is, if we do it that way. Looks kind of cool with branches. So, the moral of the story is, yes, this will work. So I'm going to make several other colors, of course, and let's make a red one together real quick. This green one's good. I'm going to still shake it up a little bit more over the time here. Let's make a red. I want to make this one is going to be R89. Put R89 in there, about 10 drops. Hopefully this one will work better because of the fact that it's not, there's room for it to shake around. This is more berryish. This R89 is nice. This will be very nice. That looks good. That looks like more like a berry. I like the way that turned out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to leave these off to the side here. I'm going to try a different type of alcohol and see if that does anything differently. So again, I'm going to shake it in a circle to get the foam dots to hopefully get all all mixed up well together in there. And then I'm going to try a different type of alcohol real quick. This is going to be Picasso alcohol, which is not Copic. So I don't know how that's going to turn out. So I just squirted a little bit in there. And then what I'll do is I will shake it nicely. See how this color turns out here. The color for this Picasso doesn't look like it's very as nice as Copic or not as dark, but it does work. You can see it does work. So that's a good sign that it does work. I may have to add a little bit more color to it just to give it a little bit more shape, more darker color. So let me shake this up. The color's not quite there. Sorry if you're getting dizzy from seeing this. Let me pull it off screen so you're not getting as dizzy. I just realized that I shouldn't be shaking it on screen. But if you wanted to see it, I am shaking it on the top corner here where you're able to see me. So there's that. That looks much better. Looks a little bit nicer. So I have a nice blue one now. And let's make a yellow. I'm going to go ahead and use Copic Y06 just because I like the way that Copic does it. Copic's colors are very pure. Any alcohol, it seems like any type of alcohol would work on this. So off camera, I am shaking it and see what happens here. So just shaking. That yellow looks really cool, but I think it needs a little bit more. I think we need a little bit more yellow. And I'm just putting a few drops in there, more drops in there. I want this to be pure yellow. So that looks much better. If you think about that color, that looks much better with additional yellow alcohol in there. So what I'm going to do then is also, I'm going to set this to dry because these glass jars are very airtight. So I'm going to set these to dry off to the side here of my desk. And I think by doing it that way, it's easier to use once they dry a little bit. I don't know. I'm experimenting just like you are. So I hope you give this a try. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't know what to expect from it. And I'm going to do a purple somewhere in here. I'm going to do a purple one here. Do a purple. We'll go with that. Let's just set that aside. That should be enough purple alcohol ink in there. I'm going to take it off screen so I can shake it. And as this is drying, I think this is going to be nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this mat just a little bit here with alcohol spray. I had a cloth here, but I don't know what happened to it. So, paper towel it is. So, just to clean up my mat a little bit. Ooh, I like that purple. I like that purple bead. I like the way that looks. That's going to look very nice. So I'm going to set this aside also to let it dry. And then while I do that, I'm going to work on this. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add some more glue to these things here, these tab things. And then I will stick that right into the bowl, and I'm going to pull some out like that. I want to add, Kids' Choice glue would work great with this because of the viscosity of it. If you don't have Kids Choice glue, like I just don't know what I did with my Kids Choice glue, then you can always use any type of glue you'd like. As you know, I use Lineco Neutral pH for all of my glue needs because it gives me a little bit of time to dry. So compared to some of the other ones, sometimes I can use. Oh, I know what I could do. I can do hot glue. Hot glue would work for sure because I know for a fact that with hot glue it will it'll stick a little bit better, faster. So let's do that. And there is my branches. Look how cool that looks. Look how cool that would be on a floral card. If you're going to add those onto floral cards, those would be really cool. So, like I said, I'm just experimenting with you. Look at that. I'm going to add that right into the middle of a floral card in a little bit here. Because I would be remiss if I don't make. I just noticed out of my corner of my eye that purple needs a little bit more purple in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that purple from Picasso again. Add a little bit more in there. And then I'm going to cover it up. That purple. And I'm going to shake it. I'm just not happy with the way that it wasn't completely covered. So that's why I'm redoing the purple in your presence. And I think, where are we at right now? Time-wise, we are at 17 minutes. Okay. So I won't keep you much longer. I just wanted to share with you some of the things that we are making here. Wanted to try a new technique, of course. So there, that purple now looks much better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this off to the side to dry, and then I'm going to start making a card. Elizabeth Craft Designs soft finish cardstock is always going to be my go-to cardstock. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, because Elizabeth Craft Designs cardstock is great for floral making. So I'm going to do this. Take a piece of Elizabeth Craft Designs double-sided adhesive, and I'm going to tape this down. And then I'm going to go get some twine. This is just some ordinary twine. I'm going to try something I've not done before. I think that should be enough. I don't want too much twine, but I want enough to kind of, let's do 5 rounds. Or 6. Let's do 5 or 6. That's good. And then I'll take another piece of Elizabeth Craft Designs double-sided adhesive here to tape that piece down. Just like that. I'm going to take my scissors and cut off that excess because I don't need it. And then I'm going to get me a piece of a lot of foam dots. I have some foam dots here that I've been kind of using. This is from Honeybee Stamps. They're very thick. Sometimes they're good for cards like this. Other times I have not been a fan of them. But in the sense of time constraints, we're going to go ahead and use it because they work. Don't get me wrong. They're easy. They're very thick, and I like them for some projects. I just don't like them for all projects. This, as I mentioned to you, this project fits well with what they need. And of course, I already messed up because I put the foam dots on the wrong side. You see what happens when you don't pay attention to what you're doing? This is exactly what happens. So, what do I have to do? I have to peel that off and unwind this. And let's try that one more time. I don't care about this piece, that tape being there. The reason why is because that's going to be covered here in a little bit. So let's try that one more time. I'm going to wrap this around nice and good. Spread this out just a little bit. And then I will take that Elizabeth Craft Designs tape right in the middle there, save it, and I'm going to place it like that. Perfect. And I'll take this, center it right onto this other piece of Elizabeth Craft Designs paper. You know, for those who don't do live videos, you won't understand how hard it is to center paper onto a cardstock until you actually have to try it. It is very true. Els tells us this all the time, and a lot of designers tell us this all the time, how difficult it is to center something without looking. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to place this right in the middle here. That. Simple as that. I'm going to place this right in here. I'm going to take some glue here. Put some glue on the back of my stems here. And then add this here. Just like that. I'm going to take Florals number 10, which is this. And of course, you know my tricks in making these into lilies. I love making lilies out of these because lilies are very unique in general. And they make great, they just make great decorative things on here. And so with lilies, what I always do is I always take a little bit of yellow, and I always like to color the center a little bit. Give the center a little bit of color. So this is just that Golden Metals leftover brush. Just going to color in the center. And then I'm going to take some water, and off screen here, right off the side, I'm just going to spray it real big. Just spritz it just a tad bit. What happens is it breaks down the fibers in there, and the florals actually stand up better. And then I'll take my shaping mat. With a simple ball stylus, and I'm going to pull it down just like that. I'm going to, see? That's what I'm going to do. And then I'll do this. Do this. That. And one more. This, this, and this. And then I'll take this and I'll press it down like this. Press it down up front. And I like to take my ball stylus and I like to press it down like this, as you can see. The reason why I press it down so hard is because I want it to stand up, like it cups up just like that. You see how it cups up? And then what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take something. So I mentioned to you in a couple of videos previously that I've been very much involved in, where is my stamens? Been very much involved in making wood carvings, and I don't know what I do. Oh, there's it. I knew where I put it. I've been very much involved in making wood carving pens. And so I made this. This is a, I hand carved this metal piece there. And this is a needle threader. See? It's a needle threader. You can see the, maybe, the thread there. It's a needle threader. And what I like to do with this is it helps me put my florals together. So I'm going to use this pearly white one here. Use maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each flower maybe. Yeah, let's do 5 in each flower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Set that off to the side again. And what I like to do is I personally like to turn on my hot glue gun to make sure it's nice and ready. And then I place my needle threader right through the floral, just like that. Take my 5 florals, or take my 5 stamens, kind of semi-line them up a little bit, and then right through the floral, the needle threader. I'm going to hold it up like this, and I can get all of them through that thread. Yeah, like that. Fold it in half to make sure it's nice and set. Actually, I don't even need to fold it in half, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it right through the flower without it breaking. Okay, that's not going to work. I thought I'd give that a try, and it's a good thing I did, because that's not going to work like I had thought. So, there's going to be other uses for this, but in the meantime, we will resume the old way of doing things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I just realized that the needle threader is not thick enough. So I can do this. Place a little bit of dab of glue right at the bottom here. Spin it around. Pull my florals through. There we go. And that's all I need to do. Do this. Place it through my florals. Put a little dab of glue there. Pull it through to some point. There we go. There's that one. And this same thing. Put it through my florals here. Put a little bit of glue in the cup. Pull it through, just like that. Perfect. Got enough there. Got enough there. Take my pair of scissors. And some glue down below here. Some more glue here. Hot glue gun is very easy to use if you are using the right ones. And this one here. Perfect. Just do that. And then what I'm going to do is I will take this time to say, look how cool that was. So the point of my video today was I was going to make these other things. So let me turn the camera to me real quick. So yeah, the point of my video today was to make these little jars of color here. So I will finish this card in a little bit, but I want you to see. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. I like the way that turned out. Look how cool. And I'll put a sentiment down here, and then that card will be ready to go. It will be nice, and I'm going to put some leaves in there, a lot of different things. Like I said, I will finish this card in a little bit, and then I will place it onto my Elizabeth, I'll put it onto the Elizabeth Craft family page, and also my page. So thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate you, and please do like and subscribe. Hope to see you again very soon. Thank you. Have a good day.